We will discuss today dimensional analysis. In dimensional analysis, we will see that how any derived physical quantity is depending on other fundamental physical quantities. Okay, suppose any physical quantity is depending on two different fundamental physical quantities, then it will be called it depends on two dimensions. Understood? Suppose we are taking an example of velocity. Okay, so velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Is that clear? So displacement is what? Displacement is length and time is, suppose we are symboling it in by t, so velocity can be written as L upon t. It can also written in the form of Lt power minus 1. Okay, so it is showing that velocity is depending on two dimension. One is L and one is time, directly proportional to n and inversely proportional to time. Okay, so when we are saying to write it in a standard form, then you will write v is equal to Lt minus 1. Okay, so this is the dimensional formula of, it is not equal to, it is like that. Okay, dimensional formula of velocity is Lt minus 1. So wherever you will see Lt minus 1, you can easily understand that it is showing velocity and it depends on two dimension. Take one more example. Suppose we are taking acceleration. Okay, so acceleration is equal to, we have change in velocity v upon time duration. Okay, so for velocity we have already seen that its dimensional formula is Lt minus 1. Okay, and for time it will be t. Okay, so it can be written as in a single bracket Lt minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula of acceleration. So all the physical quantities have its specific dimensional formula. Understood? For velocity we have seen Lt minus 1, for acceleration it is Lt minus 2. Let's see one more. Suppose for force we have m into a. Okay, for mass it is m, and for a we already found Lt minus 2. Okay, so combinedly it can be written as mLt minus 2. Okay, so obviously when we will say the dependency of force, what are the dimension on which force depending on, so you will you have the dimensional formula mLt minus 2. You will say that force is depending on mass, length as well as time duration. Understood? So it is the use of dimensional formula, so that we can understand that on which dimension or on which physical quantity any other physical quantity is depending on. Understood? So one question I am giving you: find out the dimensional formula of charge. Okay, so try to find out the answer of it, dimensional formula of charge, and give it in my comment box. Understood? Let's see let's see some other things on dimension analysis. So already we have discussed what is dimensional analysis. It is the analysis of relationship between different physical quantities by identifying their fundamental dimension. Fundamental dimension means length, mass and time. So here only 3 is written: length, mass and time. We have 4 more fundamental physical quantities. One is amount of substance, one is electric current. Okay, for electric current we have symbol E in dimensional formula, understood? And for temperature it will be Kelvin, and we will write all the dimension within square bracket, inside the square bracket, understood? Amount of substance, it will be mole inside the dimensional, sorry, square bracket, understood? So advantages of dimensional analysis, let's see what are the uses that we can apply with the help of dimensional formulae or dimensional equation. So here the first point is written: dimensional equation are used to validate the correctness of physical equation. Okay, so with the help of dimensional analysis, with the help of dimensional formulae, we can find, or we can calculate, we can check that the given relation is correct or not. Suppose we have formula on S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, so when we will calculate the dimensional formula for right side and for left hand side, if both the dimensional formula is same for both the sides, it means the equation given or the formula given is correct. Okay, so with the help of dimensional formula is also called dimensional equation. Okay, so don't be confused for that. Dimensional equation, with the help of dimensional equation we can check the given relation is correct or not. Okay, we will we will check number of question later, but first we are discussing all this thing introductory, understood? Second point is dimensional equations are used to derive correct relationship between different physical quantities. Here the point is derive. Suppose I have given, or we have been given, that force depending on mass. Okay, we don't know it is directly proportional or inversely proportional. We have just written F is directly proportional to mass power x. We don't know how much power it depends on, and F is depending on acceleration power y. Okay, so we know only two things. We have been given only two information, that force is depending on mass and force is depending on acceleration. Now what we will apply here, the dimensional equations. Okay, and by calculating them we can find out the relation F is equal to ma, understood? So by using dimensional equation we have expressed the relation of F, M and A. Okay, so this is one advantage of dimensional analysis. Third point is dimensional equation are used to convert one system of unit to another. Means, suppose you are given force is equal to 10 Newton. You have force is equal to 10 Newton, and you know Newton is the SI unit, which is also called MKS unit. Okay, so Newton is given, means in one system it is given, SI is a one system and CGS is another system, foot-pound second is different system. So you want to convert it into CGS system. So what is the unit of force in CGS system? It is dyne. So how will you convert 10 Newton into dyne? So with the help of dimensional equation you can convert it. Okay, you can convert length is equal to 1000 meter to CGS unit centimeter by using dimensional equation. So we have a number of methods to convert units or convert one system to another system, but with the help of dimensional equation we can also do that. Fourth point is dimensional equation are used to find the dimension of physical constant. Okay, let's see one example. In standard 9 you have read that force between two bodies is equal to capital G m1 m2 upon r square. Okay, do you know what is this law? What is the name of this law? Yes, this is Newton's gravitational law, and this is a unique constant which is known as universal gravitational constant. Okay, so if you want to find out the dimensions of this constant, you can use dimensional equations. So this is also an advantage. Okay, so here are some examples given for different physical quantities, and their dimensional formula is given. For force it is mlt minus 2, you have already calculated it. For velocity it is lt minus 1. Okay, for charge that I have given you as homework, but it is already given here. Okay, so now you have the answer. Okay, A is for electric current, ampere, and T is for time. A specific heat, the symbol of a specific heat is small s. Okay, it is L2 T2 K minus 1. So K is for temperature. Okay, and gas constant, in the dimensional formula of gas constant is ml2 T minus 2 K minus 1 and mole inverse minus 1. Okay, so here are some example in which you can see all the dimensions, fundamental dimensions. Okay, so this is an important image. Write all these physical quantity. Okay, we have discussed advantage of dimensional analysis. What is dimensional analysis? Here is given one example, two example you can say. In left hand side it is given one formula, V is equal to half GH square. Okay, I know you have not heard this formula before, but here we have, suppose this is any kind of relation given here, V is equal to half GH square. Now the question is it correct or not? Okay, so if we don't know the formula, we can use here dimensional equation and we can see that, we can check that it is correct or not. So first of all we will find out the dimensional formula of left hand side, which is velocity. So it will be lt minus 1. In place of lt minus 1 it is written L upon T. For half there is no any physical no any dimensional equation for 1 upon 2, because it is a just numeric value, so no dimensions here. For g is what? Acceleration due to gravity, so it is acceleration na, so it will be lt minus 2, and lt minus 2 is written in the form of L upon T square. And h is what? H is height, so it will be L square. So L square and L, it become L cube, it is written L cube, and T square, L cube upon T square. So in right hand side it is L cube upon T square, and in left hand side it is L upon T, and therefore LHS is not equal to RHS, and therefore the given relation is wrong. Is that clear? In the next one, V is equal to root GH, one relation is given. Suppose you don't know this relation, but you have to check the relation is correct or not. So for left hand side it is LT minus 1, and LT minus 1 is written L upon T. G is gravitational acceleration, it is L minus 2, and L minus 2 is written L upon T square. Okay, and for H is height is written capital L. When you will calculate, you will get L square upon T square. Okay, so under root L square upon T square, and L square upon T square means what? L upon T. Here you can see L upon T in left hand side and L upon T in right hand side, and therefore it is equal. LHS and RHS are equal, and therefore the relation is correct. Okay, so with the help of dimensional equation we have checked all these relations. Okay, so it is one of the advantage. We have already discussed it, to convert one system of unit to another. One system of unit we have taken, we have seen example of 10 Newton to convert dyne, and 1000 meter to convert centimeter. Okay, both are different system units. So we have discussed today advantage of dimensional analysis, and we have discussed on some examples of related advantages, related uses, and in next video we will discuss briefly about the advantages of dimensional analysis. We will take some more examples, and we will calculate and check all the points